Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu.
If you have a young person in your life, and that young person is planning to attend college someday, we have a top 10 list that we'd like to share with you. Sorting through the endless number of colleges out there, trying to find the perfect one is hard enough. But year after year, students everywhere settle for their second and third college choice. Why? Because they didn't question the half-truths or downright false statements they heard about the college selection process. Top 10 myths about getting into college on this edition of LaGrange College Presents.
LaGrange College Presents.
Myth number 1. You must choose a major before choosing a college. College is a time to explore. Except in a few specific areas, you can wait until your sophomore year to choose a major and still complete the degree in 4 years. Still, some college-bound teenagers believe that they have to choose a major before they choose a college, and that's just not true. Catherine Schroeder, for instance. In high school, she knew she wanted to make a difference in people's lives, so she enrolled in LaGrange College intending to become a nurse. Her first art history class, however, was a game changer.
I've always loved art. Since I was young, my parents had always brought me to museums and just really fostered that development. My mom was an art history major as well, so they've fostered that development of my art, love of art. And when I was in the 4th grade, I went to the Art Institute of Chicago, and I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. I didn't come to the college to study art. I loved art, but I wanted to be a nurse. Got into nursing school, it wasn't quite for me. And so I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I'm a senior in college, I need an internship, I need to graduate. And Diana Goldwire sent me down here from the Career Center, and she said, oh, go talk to them, they'll be really excited to have you. Good afternoon, LaGrange Art Museum, this is Catherine, how may I help you? Within a month I was here every day, doing every little things from copying to then they started letting me do real things, but helping with the tours, and we have Super Saturdays every 3rd Saturday. Super Saturday is a family fun day at the museum. It's a free day that's sponsored by the JSL and the Emory Clark Holder Clinic. But through that, the director of the museum offered to let me, I've been taking museum studies classes as well through my major, and she asked if I'd be interested in curating a show, which is a phenomenal opportunity as an undergrad. Curation is the putting together of a show and the collecting of different pieces. You'll start to pull it from different collections. For my show, I've been working with John Lawrence at the college and Wes Cochran and his collection, going through the different stacks of everything and finding different images that go along with whatever your kind of topic is what you do as a curator. You come up with kind of a theme. And so it includes the idea of artist as genius and how these artists have this cult followings almost, from Lady Gaga to Elvis to Andy Warhol, and how people just kind of, that instant recognition of who those people are and what they stand for. I really love art, and that's really what I do all the time, and that's what I continue to hope to do in the future. I'm applying for a couple internships around the country, as well as I'm going to keep working here and doing my work here to be able to continue and foster my learning to then head on to grad school, hopefully in fall of 2012.
Number 2 on our list of top 10 myths about getting into college is, you should go to the most prestigious college to which you are admitted. Untrue. You should go to the college that fits you best. If it happens to be prestigious, that's fine. Fit, however, has to do with how you feel when you're on campus. Do you like the atmosphere of the school? Do you think you'll be able to handle the academic pressure? If you and the college are not a good match, you'll be unhappy regardless of the prestige. As a senior in high school, Chris Daniel had the grades, the athletic ability, and the leadership skills to attend a number of different colleges. But he chose LaGrange College because it was the right fit for him.
I came here to play football and basketball, and after the first season of football I was unable to play anymore because I had an injury to my shoulder. But I've considered that a blessing in disguise ever since it happened, because I've taken the opportunity away from athletics to really grow in a lot of other areas, specifically leadership. With all the experience I've had in the Student Government Association and our Baptist Collegiate Ministry on campus, and as a resident advisor also, I've got a lot of experience with working with peers and growing as a leader on this campus. In addition to all those qualities and the great education I'm getting, I found my fiance here too, which has been a great experience and a great journey with her over the last 4 years too. So this college means the world to me. My major is early childhood education. I have 3 younger brothers, one of which is just a year behind me and also came to LaGrange College, but I have 2 younger brothers that are in elementary school and middle school and high school. So I've always just kind of been in that role of teacher, whether it be in the church family or through my brothers or in the classroom now that I've been at LaGrange. And I've just really felt like God has led me to my mission field, which is the elementary school classroom now, to serve those kids and to try to be the best male role model and show them as much of Christ as I can while I'm in the classroom. In the early childhood education program here, they encourage you to experience every grade level. I, who thought I would probably be in middle school or high school, was put into elementary school and kindergarten for my first experience and fell in love with it. I love those kids and the innocence that they have, and then moved into 3rd grade and later 4th and 5th. So I've really experienced the full spectrum of elementary school and have enjoyed every bit of it, and it's really kind of molded me into a well-rounded educator that can really teach in any grade level, which has been great for me. Well, as far as faculty go, the entire education department is amazing. Dr. Joyce Hillier, Margie Yates, Vicki Fowle, they've helped me to recognize characteristics and qualities that are good to show students in the classroom. And I've really grown and will be a good educator. I'm confident of that because they've given me that confidence in the classroom. But Dean Slay has probably been the most instrumental person for me as a mentor while I've been on this campus from day one. I met him, and he's just such a great guy. And to know that you can walk into the office of any administration here at LaGrange College is why this place is so easy to come to, because the family here is from the top to the bottom, and that's a great thing to have. I've been asked that question a lot just because of being in the student body and working with the Board of Trustees and Leadership Council at the college. And I don't foresee politics in my future only because I feel like God wants me in the classroom. If I feel like God is leading me to politics in one way or another in the future, I'm absolutely open to that because I want to try to do what He wants for me to do. So, to know the administration, to know all of the students, to know all the faculty and staff, and have the professors really care about me. I'm a name, not a number in the classroom. And that made the educational experience here. I loved being a part of the football team and missed that a lot, but like I said before, the time away from athletics has really allowed me to grow in a lot of other ways. So if I had to tell freshmen, incoming freshmen, anything, it would be to get involved on campus, whether it be through athletics, Greek life, spiritual life, other organizations. You have to get involved to really enjoy your college experience and to grow as an individual while you're here at LaGrange College.
Many college-bound students who are undecided about their major think that the bigger the college, the more courses a college has to offer, the better. Not true. If you're undecided, it doesn't make sense to simply look for a big college. Instead, you want one with a strong academic advisement program and a full-time career counseling office. A good advisor can help you choose a field of study that you'll enjoy, rather than one you think you might like. Myth number 4. The best time to visit colleges is after you have been admitted. Many students have fallen for this myth only to find that none of the colleges to which they were admitted felt right when they visited. Stephen Perello was looking for a college with small class sizes and a strong mathematics department. He applied to LaGrange College, toured the campus on visitation day, was admitted, and visited again just to make sure everything felt right.
I'm from Newnan, Georgia. I was originally from Cleveland, Ohio. We moved here when I was about 9 or 10 years old. When I was 13, I started skateboarding. And I was not a Christian, nor was I religious in any sense. I wanted to skateboard, and so I went to Factory Skate Park a lot. Factory Skate Park's in Newnan. It's closed now, unfortunately, but they had a youth ministry there. I became a leader in the youth ministry, and that's how I discovered that I wanted to speak, I wanted to preach, I wanted to teach. I don't know. I feel strange going out to the open with just a religion degree. I would like to, and since I have an affinity for mathematics and I really like it and I'm good at it, then I want to get to pursue the degree to have another degree beside that, so that if I need funding, I will be able to have the opportunity to get a job, maybe work for the government, be a teacher at a school or something. Dr. Lingenfelter has been a really good professor and a great friend too. We've had a lot of good discussions and a few arguments, but we've had more discussions than we have arguments, but we've had a lot of fun, and he's taught me a lot, especially about keeping my eyes open towards those who are in need. Dr. Dula Mallory has been great for helping me in English. She is a great teacher. I've learned a lot from her British literature class, and I really like that class because of I get to look at all the ideas that are shaping and influencing our generation still, like my generation, because the university is where, the university shapes the culture. I think that's what I've learned from that class. I would like to get my Master's of Divinity, and I don't know what school I would like to go to right now. Possibly the Reformed Theological Seminary in Atlanta. There's a school in Oregon I was looking at, but that's far off, I'm not, I've got papers and stuff I'm still completing, but yes, I would like to get a Master's of Divinity, possibly a doctorate, and maybe become a professor when I'm too old to, preach or something.
We're running down the top 10 myths about getting into college. Myth number 5. You will have a better chance of getting into professional or graduate school if you go to a university that has those graduate programs. Very few universities give their own students special preference for graduate study, and those that do usually reserve it for only the very best students. Jamaica Thomas plans to become a lawyer, and she chose to begin that journey at LaGrange College. Why? Because LaGrange College has an excellent record in placing students in professional schools and graduate programs.
I really love research. And I know a lot of people make fun of me for this, but that's one reason why I do want to be an attorney. Everybody asks me, and they're like, why would you want to do that? You sit around and you look on the computer and you're just researching stuff. But I think it is the most fun thing ever because you go on there and you're looking for something for a long time. And when I finally get that something and I find what I'm looking for, I get so excited. It's like I feel so accomplished. Like I did it. Dr. Therese and Dr. Lightcap, they really know me the best. They always ask me about my life and what's going on, where I want to go, what I want to do with my life. If I have any problems with anything, I can go to their offices and ask them any kind of question that I want to. They're willing to help you whenever, so I really, really like that about LaGrange. I want to go to law school. That's been my dream since I was in elementary school. Going through a divorce when I was younger, and I know the hard times I had to go through and things like that. I think that would be a good thing for me to be a lawyer, and it's my way of helping people. I think I can do a lot of things, working with juvenile law or working for defects as maybe a child's advocate, something like that. That's my passion, just to touch somebody's life.
Top 10 myths about getting into college. Myth number 6. If you want to study science, don't choose a liberal arts college. The liberal in liberal arts means broadening and freeing, as in freeing one's mind from narrow thinking. The term liberal arts is a shortened version of the full title, liberal arts and sciences. Since the best way to learn science is by doing science, it's easy to see the advantage of attending a small college that offers small, uncrowded laboratory classes. Truth is, far more PhDs in the sciences and far more physicians earn their undergraduate degrees from small liberal arts colleges than large universities. Katie Hine came to LaGrange College for 2 reasons: to play softball and to get the kind of science education that would help her become a professional physical therapist.
I'm about to graduate with a Bachelor's of Science in Biology. I've been accepted into Belmont University and I will be attending there this fall to pursue my doctorate of physical therapy. I guess the main reason why I want to get involved in physical therapy is because I've been injured a lot here throughout my time in college, and I've been in the physical therapy setting, and just being able to establish relationships, see people grow, see people be able to do things that they couldn't and really take back control of their life or an aspect of their life, or get over an obstacle that they've been struggling with, is really rewarding. I actually had the opportunity one of the Jan terms when I was here to shadow a physical therapist in town, and there was an orthopedic setting, and I really enjoyed working with all the different types of patients. We had everything from athletes that came in to shoulder and knee replacement surgeries, so I got a lot of experience in a lot of different types of areas, and it was a really great experience. I found LaGrange actually through softball. Coach Claybrook had called me, and that's how I found out about the college, and then I came up and visited, and I fell in love with the campus, and you could tell that the people here really care about you, and it's become my home. Here, it's not just about athletics, it's about the entire student-athlete experience. You're able to play athletics and play athletics at a very high level, but you're also able to be a student, to get involved, to learn leadership skills. Outside of your sport, you're allowed to be involved in religious life or Greek life if you want to do that. You can focus on your school as well as on your sport, and that's really awesome. I think I'm going to leave here just with great relationships. The atmosphere here is just very family, I'm going to go out of my way to help you.
Myth number 7 on our list is about living on campus. Many students and parents believe that residence halls are simply a place to sleep. Sure, that may be true about some large institutions, but not at small colleges, and certainly not at LaGrange. When you live in a dorm, life is a 24-hour learning experience. There are scheduled activities ranging from wellness and personal growth to film festivals and Super Bowl parties. Living on campus gives you an opportunity to blend your academic, social, personal, and recreational life. No, a residence hall is never just a place to sleep. Top 10 myths about getting into college number 8. Large universities have greater diversity. This is true if diversity simply means that large schools have greater numbers of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, Native Americans, and international students than smaller ones. At LaGrange College, diversity is a part of the culture of the campus. Students, faculty, and staff strive to accept each other and encourage each other's differences, not because it's the politically correct thing to do, but because they recognize a higher power and follow a Christian standard that inspires civility and respect. LaGrange College's full-time Office of Spiritual Life has made a huge difference in the lives of many students.
LaGrange College has a long and distinguished tradition of challenging the mind and inspiring the soul, and the Office of Spiritual Life at LaGrange College provides that tradition a formal home by promoting student-led activities that focus on faith, learning, leadership, and service, by providing support and counseling for students, faculty, and staff members in times of crisis or transition, and by encouraging members of the LaGrange College community to consider larger questions about their purpose and role in this world.
Spiritual life here on campus has definitely meant so much to me. you're getting involved with a group of people here and a group of people who actually make a difference.
I want to inspire people like the way music inspires me.
You know, I've always wanted to help people.
There's so many opportunities here. You don't even have to search for them. They're here for you. I know for me, I volunteer a lot with United Way. I got teamed up with them, and we help doing stuff like chili cook-off, helping with the Boys and Girls Club, helping with Salvation Army. There's just endless amounts of opportunity to get out and help the LaGrange community and not just focus on schoolwork, but help the community as a whole.
As the Vice President for Spiritual Life and Church Relations, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this service of celebration with prayer.
Reverend Quincy Brown is our full-time campus minister, and he's a great guy. He's very easy to talk to. He's there for your spiritual needs, whatever needs to be done. He's provided us with a person that we know exactly who we can go talk to if we have ideas for spiritual organizations, if we have counseling needs in spiritual life. Like, he's there and he's up close and personal with us, knows us by name.
God is always inviting us to set aside our dead-end questions, to leave our comfort zones and our false sense of security behind, and to step through the doorway of transformation.
I'm a completely different person than I was when I came. It's been a good thing.
Spiritual Life sponsors a growing number of faith-based student meetings, Bible studies, and worship services on campus each week. Student-led prayer services, the Wesley Fellowship, Baptist Collegiate Ministries, the Anti-Apathetics, a student-led service group, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Reformed Bible Fellowship, plus special events such as Spiritual Life Day at the Atlanta Braves, the celebration of lessons and carols, and in collaboration with local area churches, service days, and alternative spring break mission trips.
Actually, freshman year is kind of where it all began. It's where I first met our chaplain, Quincy, and I took the alternative spring break trip my freshman year. We went to Memphis, Tennessee. We did some Meals on Wheels opportunities while we were there.
We took youth groups out to all sorts of service sites in the city,
and we spent a lot of time playing with the kids and doing like Bible studies with them, but also playing with them and just hanging out.
And I'm looking forward to hopefully going on a mission trip to Haiti this spring break.
And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. And I just feel like here at LaGrange, with all of that service stuff that I've done and all those life-changing experiences, that sums up my time here perfectly.
The Office of Spiritual Life at LaGrange College. Passionate about student-led activities that focus on faith, learning, leadership, and service to help students along their spiritual journey discover the best in themselves.
Top 10 myths about getting into college. Number 9. Your college experience will be pretty much like everyone else's. Okay, maybe that one is true at large universities, where the sheer number of students makes it hard to have a personalized experience, but not at most small colleges, and not at LaGrange. Here, students do internships, pursue independent study projects, conduct research with a professor, some even design their own majors. Then there's Jan Term, 4 weeks of special interest courses, many of which feature overseas travel. Some of LaGrange College's Jan Term travel courses are financed through a new program called the Study Away Commitment.
Since 2001, LaGrange College has been the only college in Georgia to offer a Jan Term, 4 weeks of special interest courses, many of which feature overseas travel. Travel that offers students a new frame of reference for understanding the world that they will soon inherit. LaGrange College supports its Jan Term travel courses through a unique financial aid program called the Study Away Commitment. First-year freshmen are provided a voucher worth up to $2,500 for an off-campus travel experience their junior or senior year. $2,500 for a once-in-a-lifetime journey to study art in Paris, for example. Explore the history of China in China. Research animal behavior in the jungles of Costa Rica. Destinations vary from year to year. 2012 classes will be traveling to Greece, India, England, Mexico, and the Galapagos Islands. For more information, ask your LaGrange College admissions counselor for a copy of the Study Away Passport brochure.
Number 10 of our top 10 myths about getting into college. Colleges are only concerned with my intellectual and academic development. Again, maybe that's true at large universities, but LaGrange College strives to develop the whole person. Here, freshman cornerstone classes teach students how to better manage their time. Seminars at the Career Center demonstrate how to survive a job interview. Team sports are all about working together and fair play. And small group meetings at the Source Center match up successful alumni with students interested in that field. One LaGrange College faculty member who works hard to promote the intellectual development, the academic development, and the practical job skills of his students is Nate Tomshek, Technical Director and Assistant Professor in the Theater Arts Department. If you've seen a LaGrange College stage production in the past 8 years, you've likely seen some of the theater magic that Nate Tomshek and his student craftsmen produce. Theater magic that comes from hard work, homework, and teamwork.
So what's odd about this is like all of a sudden we've got this going, but then all of a sudden there's a big dot of red.
Well, the process of set design, with any process involved in theater, the first thing you do is read the script. Then you read it again, and you read it again. And once you have a firm understanding of the pieces that make the play, then you start asking yourself questions about the environment. What are the director's thoughts on the environment for the play? What are the needs of the actors? What are the needs of the other designers? And you take all of these components and you start filtering it down into what the design wants to be.
Or you can dip your brush in a little water and just kind of not rush it in, but just kind of lay it on top and it'll pull.
Okay.
You know, I think students walk away and they go, wow, I had no idea that so much goes into construction, engineering, architecture. You know, I always tell them, you know, think about your own lives. You know, someday you're going to want to buy a house. Someday you're going to do things that require you to do your own fixing around the house. And so you can actually learn a lot from stagecraft, which is for theater, but it applies to so much that we do in our lives. The very first show I designed was 2 rooms, and that was at least 7 years ago, and that was up in the Black Box. So that one will always stand out to me just because it was my first time designing. The Cherry Orchard this past year, in terms of just pure design, was one of my favorites simply because with a show like that, it's realism, but it's removed from us enough that we can simplify it and really pull out those elements that say, who are these people and what is the message of the play? And for me, I think that's where my strength in design is, not doing complete pure realism and not being stuck in a very extreme abstract place, but combining the two. Little Shop of Horrors was just fun because it's that New York slum. I like the kind of the dirty, the gritty, that sort of a show. Kind of my staple courses are Intro to Design, which is a class that is just it's an introduction to all the elements that go into theater production: lighting, scenery, sound. And then I also teach a scenic design class and a lighting design class. Since coming here, I've developed an advanced stagecraft, which really looks at more advanced engineering. This last year, I actually offered a class in furniture making, so that was extremely fun and interesting. I think I actually probably learned more than the students did, just in terms of how do you teach something that requires so much skill and patience and time management.
Next time the topic of getting into college comes up in conversation, and someone repeats one of these 10 myths, set them straight. Tell them no one has to choose a major before they choose a college, and that they should choose the school that's the best fit. Tell them that large and small colleges offer different advantages, and that the best time to visit a college is before you've been admitted. Let them know that there's no guarantee that you'll get into medical school, for example, just because you go to a large university that houses a medical school, and that many liberal arts colleges have great science programs. Help them understand that most residence halls offer fun, educational, social activities, that diversity is not limited to larger schools, that no 2 college experiences are exactly alike, and that the best colleges are the ones that concentrate on developing well-rounded students. Year after year, college-bound students settle for their second and third choices. Why? Because they don't question the half-truths or downright false statements they've heard about the college selection process. Help them ignore the myths and find the college that's the best for them.